Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
What we are watching is a strained relationship and public fallout live on national television.
You could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanations, so clearly somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
It is awkward, and yet maybe we should have seen this coming because you see, years prior, Skip Bayless tore into his co-workers. This is not something new, it's a pattern that Skip Bayless has put forth at his own behest to make the workplace uncomfortable. Former longtime host at ESPN, Ryan Russillo, currently at The Ringer, blasted Bayless when Skip departed for FS1. The problem is when you disagree with Skip, you're not allowed to. Then he gets mad at you about it. So nobody wants to deal with it. And that's why when the LeBron stuff comes up, if you're going to be so clearly doctoring the results to keep pushing that you don't like LeBron or you don't think he's any good, then go ahead and keep doing it because it's clearly great for business. But you can't get mad at other opinion people for being like, well, that's just insane. And I don't even know if you believe it.
His motivational speech was the most inspiring, but criticizing his appearance, I don't know if I think that is a fair shot for Mike McCarthy. I'm going to leave it at that. Chris Broussard.
Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that.
I don't think it is a fair shot.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's a fair shot.
Is
either.
everyone
That's
who's a good coach as fit as you, Skip? I don't think that's a fair shot whatsoever.
I said it was a personal preference, and I wouldn't want him to be my head coach.
That have not had the perfect ideal physique, including my college coach. So I don't I don't think that's a fair shot.
Okay.
And I'm allowed to have an opinion, Skip. I am allowed to say whatever I want to say on this show, as you do too.
Guys. We're the team.
Will join us and he'll react to Westbrook's comment, and maybe I have more to say.
When then host Jenny Taft disagreed with something Bayless said.
This is just personal preference on my part. I'm not taking a shot at him about this, but he's a little heavy, and I wouldn't want my head coach in the National Football League to not look the part at all, because you got to stay in some semblance of condition to show that you know who you are and what you have some confidence in yourself, right?
Man,
it's just unimpressive across the board. I'm giving him no check marks, right?
Which in context was this: Taft received praise from many in sports media for her rebuttal of Bayless, who body-shamed an NFL coach. That included Carrie Champion, former Bayless co-host on First Take, who left the network after saying she felt muzzled, ex-ESPNer Katie Nolan, and well-respected media member Holly Rowe. Jamil Hill even commented above the video saying, "I ain't gonna say any names, but a close friend of mine used to go through this stuff every day." And after all this went down with Skip and Shannon recently,
a couple things me and Shannon talk about in commercial breaks. My lack of working out.
Yes.
My unhealthy eating.
Yes.
My Hallmark Jen fashion sense.
You'll never outgrow those.
she posted this video with the accompanying caption, "Missing my friend Shannon Sharp today." Another member of the sports media, Jamil Hill, wrote above this video on Twitter the following: "In January of 2022, it was announced via Barrett Media that Taft would get a new deal with Fox Sports, but she would be leaving Undisputed." Former co-host Joy Taylor spoke on Skip Bayless as well. However, she did so in this fashion prior to becoming his co-host on Undisputed. In Miami, Taylor went after Bayless on Twitter, quite hard at that, including calling him a cartoon character and a troll.
With LeBron James now unimpeachable, back-to-back 41-point games and then a triple-double in Game 7 on the road, and that's the end of it. It is time to find a new axe to grind if you have made your living ripping him. Find a new axe.
ESPN's Scott Van Pelt ripped Bayless without even saying his name in 2016 after LeBron James added more to his trophy case. This same energy was put forth by former ESPN great Rich Eisen, current host at NFL Network and of The Rich Eisen Show, who wrote in 2016 as well. And the best part, LeBron James ends Skip Bayless's career at ESPN that he built by trolling on him, by shutting him the F up. Dana Jacobson, co-host of Bayless's previously as well, also chimed in, vintage, SMH, enough.